This is Taiwan. It's an island in the Pacific. A long time ago it wasn't here, but now it is, because plate tectonics. A slightly less long time ago than that, some people walked there. They saw that there were deer, and said, let's hunt some deer, and also collect the heads of our enemies. When the sea levels rose, they got stuck there, but not really, because they had some very nice canoes, and went to all sorts of places. But those places aren't Taiwan, so we don't care about them right now. One day, some Portuguese sailors showed up. This is a beautiful island, they said. Let's call it Beautiful Island, and so they did. Then some of them landed, caught malaria, and got shot full of arrows. This sucks, they said, so they went and stole part of China instead. Then the Dutch came and built a fort. They traded for deer, but they also wanted to grow rice. Who was good at growing rice? Chinese people. So they brought a whole bunch of Chinese people over. The Spanish eventually showed up and built another fort. The Dutch didn't like the Spanish, because of reasons, so they kicked them out. Meanwhile, in China, this dynasty overthrew this other dynasty, which means lots of people who don't like these guys are unhappy. Some of those people are led by this guy, who is a pirate. That means he has ships, so he takes those ships and sails to Taiwan. The Dutch tell him to go away. He tells them, how about you go away? The native people don't like the Dutch, and their whole forced conversion to Christianity business, and switch sides, defeating the Dutch. That makes this guy king. Pirate king. And now I'm going to build up my army and reconquer China, he says, and then dies of malaria. His son takes over and says, I'm going to build up my army and reconquer China. His pirate ships go do pirate things on the coast of China and make the new rulers very unhappy. How do we stop pirates from doing pirate things, they wonder? We know, we'll tell everyone on the coast to leave. Surprisingly, the people on the coast don't like this idea. The rebels in Taiwan start offering them free land in exchange for military service. It sounds like a much better deal, so they go there. As they have now achieved half of their two-step plan, China is very concerned and sends a fleet to take Taiwan. One of the rebels switches sides, so they win. The emperor doesn't know what to do with the island. He says it's a useless ball of mud that adds nothing to China. But hey, why not keep it? So they keep it. Lots more people start coming over from China, most of them from these places. They don't like the government very much. In fact, they try to overthrow the government so often it becomes a proverb. But they also don't like each other, so when a guy from here tries to overthrow the government, people from these places fight against him. Later, the British attack Taiwan in their war to force China to buy drugs, but lose. They did get Hong Kong, though. Then the French attack Taiwan in their war to steal Vietnam, but get kicked out. They did get Vietnam, though. Eventually, the Chinese realized they should develop their infrastructure and start building railroads and post offices and lots of nice things. Meanwhile, Japan has been modernizing and wants to try out all their new toys and be cool like the Western countries. So they overthrow the government of Korea, but China overthrows it back. Then some peasants try to overthrow the government of Korea. Both China and Japan send soldiers to help. The Chinese soldiers help by doing nothing, and the Japanese soldiers help by overthrowing the government of Korea and then starting a war with China. This will be easy, China says, and then loses their army, fleet, and national pride. The Japanese make them sign a treaty giving up Taiwan. We didn't agree to this, say the people in Taiwan, so they declare independence. They found a new republic with its own flag and stamps. We will fight off the Japanese, they say, and then lose. Taiwan was Japan's first colony, so they wanted to impress the rest of the world. They build railroads and bridges and schools. They also shot a bunch of people who tried to overthrow them. When Japan starts invading a whole bunch of places, they need soldiers, and lots of Taiwanese sign up. They also store lots of planes there, so the Americans start bombing them. A lot. When the Japanese surrender, they sign a treaty that gives up Taiwan, but doesn't say who they give it to. China says it's theirs, but there are two of them, because of reasons. This China gets there first and takes over. At first the locals are happy, but then the new government screws up the economy and takes all their jobs. Some of them try to overthrow the government, which calls China for help. Martial law is declared, and they send in soldiers to shoot everyone. Meanwhile, this China has lost the war with this China, so their leader flees to Taiwan, with his military, a whole bunch of gold, and a ton of refugees. Now I'm going to rebuild my army and reconquer China, he says, and then doesn't do that. For a while, a lot of people agree that this is China, but then they change their minds. Then this guy dies, and his son becomes a leader. He builds some stuff, ends martial law, and then dies. Now there are going to be elections in Taiwan. It looks like this guy's going to win, and China doesn't like that, so they shoot a bunch of missiles into the ocean. The US doesn't like that, so they send their fleet to scare off China. It works, and this guy wins. The next president gets thrown in jail for corruption. Now things are going back and forth between these two parties. They have different positions and favorite colors. First this guy gets elected, and then this woman. We still don't know which things are China. The end.